What up, folks? What's happening? I ain't been live in a minute, so I figured I'd pop back out and see what's good and see what's going on. Considering it's a lot of movement going on. I kind of wanted to see who was where, who was what, and who was feeling it. So we're going to wait until we get a few more up in this drink. Quick pop-up live, man. Listen, man. I don't know what the confusion is or the misconception is, but it's a lot of space. I figure I'll pop in and give y'all a little lunchtime love. But it's a lot of football. Like, it's a lot of kids to be, there's a lot of kids floating around for people to be mad, bro. I think new orgs is a good thing. I think new orgs, new teams, more options, the better. I could be wrong, but the more options, the better, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. And I wish everybody nothing but the best when it comes to this youth football shit. What up, Diggy? What's happening, folk? What up with you, fam? Been a minute. I had to jump back out here. I ain't went live in a minute, so I had to, pull up and pop out. Talk to my good peoples since it's been so long. You know what I'm saying? What up with you, Dig? What up with you, folk? What up with you, fam? We're in here chilling, man. About to share the joint around a little bit. See if we can't get a couple other folks' opinions. I'm looking for people that's wanting to do some interviews. Just so y'all know, I'm looking for some folks that is wanting to do some interviews. So if you know some people wanting to do some interviews, man, tell them to hit me up. If you got some folks that just want to get their story out there, tell them to hit me up. What up, Rue? What up? You already know the vibes. Holler at me, man. Listen, people that want to get their story off this year, I think that's one of the things. This is a pop-up live with a whole lot of movement going on. Y'all see the title. It's a whole lot of movement going on from new orgs to folks switching teams and things of that nature. And I mean, me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with it at all. I don't see nothing wrong with new orgs. I don't see nothing wrong with new movement. As long as people doing it the right way, I don't see absolutely nothing wrong with it. I like the fact that we got new orgs popping up. I'm gonna show some love to some of these new orgs that's getting ready to pop up here in a second. Again, I like the fact that we got the new orgs popping up. For example, in Manassas, we got the Outlaws popping up in Manassas, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. Guys wanting to give back to their program, wanting to give back to their area with the program. Manassas ain't had football. If you know the history of Manassas, then you understand the importance. If you know the history of Manassas when it comes to youth football, then you understand the importance of Manassas wanting to have their own thing. Going all the way back to GNYFL, that place used to be jumping, that place used to be packed, that place used to be lit. Shed alive, shed alive. So I don't see nothing wrong with the Manassas Outlaws. I also don't see nothing wrong with Coach Rodney Stanton wanting to keep his teams together. Like he said, he's going to have a 9, a 10, and a 12, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. The DMVU is still in Virginia, and I don't see nothing wrong with options, man. There's 10,000 kids wanting to play football with only 1,000 teams. So, there's plenty of kids for football. Another new org we got popping off on the Virginia side is, oh, shit, wrong spot. My bad. Let me get it fixed. Been a while. But another new joint we got popping off is the Virginia Beach Seahawks. Virginia Beach Seahawks. I reached out to an individual to find out exactly who the Virginia Beach Seahawks was. Nobody wants to answer. The individual that I reached out to said that I should give him my number. What up, 55? Hey, 55 is so many varieties. In the words of my boy, 55 is so many varieties of organizations out here now, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. But you got the Seahawks popping off, man. And that ain't the Maryland Seahawks. That's the Seahawks out in the 757. I don't know if they 757 Hawks, Virginia Beach Seahawks. I don't know which Seahawks they are, but it's the Seahawks out in the 757, man. Seahawks jumping off. Another new org. 757 got a shitload of orgs now. 757 got a whole lot of orgs now, man. 757, what up, Mike Grayson? What's happening with you, folk? 757 got a whole lot of orgs right now, man. A whole lot of orgs right now. And again, as long as they can figure out a way to coexist, I personally don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't. I don't see nothing wrong with them having a bunch of orgs, because on top of the Seahawks, you got, and I know Diggy waiting to see this one, you got the Virginia Gators. You got the Virginia Gators out of 757. Now, we know the situation with the Virginia Gators 9U, or they'll be 9U this year. 8U, Diggy's in here, you feel me? It ain't no negative, it ain't new news. A lot of the shit that people feel like is breaking news, it really ain't news. If you pay attention, they reporting your boy already. Refresh your joint. You're gonna have to refresh your joint. He said, I'll piss on that logo. You might have to refresh your joint because they trying to report us already. But anyhow, so you see, hey, listen, hey, it happens though. What up, Tricky? What up, Sean Mack? It happens though. New orgs pop up. Listen, man. We're going to get into it. I'm going to finish with the orgs. But you see, you got the Seahawks. Like I said, quick run through. I see people coming in. You got the Outlaws and Manassas popping up. New org. Guys been in the Manassas area for years. Bringing the Warriors teams pretty much coming back to Manassas, start a new org. You got the Seahawks out in the 757, new org. I think I know who it is. I might have an idea who it is. I sent the message. I'm waiting for the response. The only response I got so far was, give me a call. So I think I know, but I don't know for sure. You feel me? I do know that, and we'll get into that in a minute, but I'm just popping through the new orgs right now. But we'll talk about these new orgs and some other stuff in a hot second. But you got the Virginia Beach Gators also out in the 757. We know how that popped up. We know how that popped up. New orgs pop up all the time, bro. It's going to happen. But again, like I said, Sean Mack, it's when you got 10,000, right? You got plenty of, like, let's just keep it real. You got about 10,000 kids wanting to play youth football. It's plenty of teams, man. It's plenty of teams for everybody to fill a team, bro. It's plenty of teams. So getting mad over new orgs popping up, it just don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. But anyway, you got the Virginia Beach Gators. We already know what the vibe is. We know what that comes from. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I see the people's in the comments. Ain't going to get into a whole lot of back and forth. I just wanted to pop out with the new movements. We got the Virginia Beach Gators, right? A lot of people not even talking about this one right here. We got the Virginia Beach Destroyers. My man Jake put me on to them. Shout out to Steve. He put me on to them, man. Shout out to him. He put me on to the Destroyers. You got the Destroyers popping off. That's a new org out of 757. And then you got, so the 757 got 4 new orgs, man. 757 got 4 new orgs. I'm going to show all 4 of them to y'all real quick. 757 got 4 new orgs, bro. 4 new orgs in the 757. Let that sink in, man. Let that sink in. All the orgs they already had. Portsmouth, 757, you know, same thing to me. You know, you feel me? You know, they the Virginia Gators. I'm sorry, Virginia Gators. My bad. Let me get it right. Virginia Gators, you feel me? And then last but not least, definitely not least, Alex from the Chesterfield Falcons hit me up and said that his coaches, his vice president, was going to start a new joint out there called the River City Monarchs out in Chesterfield. River City Monarchs out in Chesterfield, man. Alex said they stepping in. They're jumping off. River City Monarchs. His vice president, some of his other coaches, you feel me? You feel me? So are all of them 7 UYFL? That is a good question, bro. That's a good question. That is a very good question. I see some of them in here. Is the Gators UYFL? Is the Gators AYF? Is the Falcons? Like, what are these teams? I know the Outlaws is AYF. Hey, listen, but nah, so Sean Mack, you say that, right? Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it all right real. You say that, but this been happening for years. Nah, Roscoe, I can't say that because it's been happening for years. Now, he rejuvenated it. He rejuvenated it. Everybody want to do their own thing. But let's talk about why everybody want to do their own thing, right? Can we talk about it? Let's really talk about it. Let's get into it and let's talk about why everybody want to do their own thing. A lot of it's behind me. A lot of the reasons why everybody wants to do their own thing is right behind me. A whole lot of plastic and leather and brass and silver plated and glass, as EF would say. That's why a lot of people want to do, a lot of people is doing their own thing. Yeah, you get an org, you get an org, you get an org, you get an org. That's why a lot of people want to do their own thing, right? But at the same time, a lot of people wanting to do their own thing, if we really want to get into it and we really want to talk about it, if you're not happy where you at, you leave, right? And that's what I don't understand about youth football. Salute to Chris. Somebody tag Chris. I got a video clip, but I'm not going to play it until Chris get in here and give me the okay to play it. Because I'm not on that shock value shit this year like some people do. You feel me? Dust collectors. That's it, bro. That's it. That's it. Dust collectors don't mean shit. Don't mean shit. Don't mean nothing. And the crazy part is championships can't even get you to keep you together nowadays. Championships can't even keep you together nowadays. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments and shit. Championships can't even keep you together nowadays. We seeing teams going win natties, coming back, and it's still issues. But we know why the issues come about, though. Chris said it last year, and a lot of y'all gave Chris hell for saying it. And I want to play the video, but again, I don't like playing people's thoughts or people's words unless they still feel that way. So somebody tag Chris, because I'm going to ask him if I can play this clip. Because I agree with Chris. And a lot of people thought it was a messed up comment. And at first I thought, man, that's kind of crazy to say as an org owner, right? But then when I thought about it, and I went back and I rewatched this video based on all the movement that I see going on right now, right? And I rewatched the video based on the movements that's going on right now. And I got to say, I must say, it's only right that I say that what Chris said last year had a lot of merit to it. You feel me? It had a lot of merit to it. Dante Davis with a great comment. Youth football turned into adult egos. It really has. It really has. It really has. And that's why I think like some of these, or a lot of orgs need to get back to it. You feel me? Some of the orgs need to get back to it. But back to what I was saying. Chris came on and Chris made a, and again, I'm not doing no shock value shit this year. Not doing it. Not even thinking about doing it. You feel me? Don't do that, Nathan. Don't do that. I was ready for one of y'all to pop in here. You feel me? Everybody not gonna always be happy. Facts. And that is why we having what we having now. That right there, that comment right there is why we're having the issues that we're having now. Because everybody ain't happy, bro. Everybody's not happy. And Chris said it best. To go back to what Chris said it best. This is youth football. There is no contracts. There's no contracts. Everything's year to year. Your volunteers are year to year. Your coaches are year to year. Your parents and your players are year to year. Year to year. Now, when Chris said that originally, a lot of y'all got mad, but the facts is the facts. It's the truth. What up, Zoe? Speaking of movement, there goes some movement right there. Coach Wade, a.k.a. Coach Bam. There goes some movement. But we're going to talk about, like, you got movement. You got Coach Bam. Just won a national championship with NWO. Now he's the defensive coordinator over at Rosedale. And I don't think it was no hard feelings. It was just the best move for him and his. And that's what I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all keep putting this word loyalty into youth football. Y'all keep putting this word loyalty. Facts, Lucas. Facts. Facts. Real rap, Brody. Real rap. Y'all keep putting this in this loyalty thing in youth football, and I think that's where a lot of y'all make a mistake at, because yes, there's loyalty in this shit, but I need y'all to understand that this isn't life. What up, Swayze? This isn't life. This is youth football, bro. And you talking to an individual, and I'm gonna throw it out there. I do make money from the youth football community, because when host events, I don't charge the parents, I don't charge the players, I charge the event coordinators to come out and do what I do. But it's still youth football. I'm mature enough, and I have no ego to where I can still say it's youth football. It's youth football. So though there is family and loyalty, Roscoe, facts, and it should be. That's an environment that is created. Family and loyalty is an environment that is created among individuals that get along, individuals that link up, individuals that come together and they have the same, what's the name? So there is loyalty though. I'm going to tell you how the loyalty goes though. And then that's when some of y'all are going to agree that there is loyalty. Your leagues, like your AYFs, your UYFLs, your AAUs, your leagues, they have a loyalty to their conferences. Their loyalty is to their conferences. Do you understand what I'm saying? Their loyalty is to their conferences. These big tournaments, C1N, UNT, y'all talk shit about them, but they still a big tournament. But C1N, UNT, YNC, them big alphabet tournaments, facts, there you go. That's what you get. Now we're on the same page. Priorities change, and that's what I'm getting to. That's exactly what I'm getting to. So when priorities change, the loyalty changes. Because again, the big wigs, the leagues, the big tournaments, they have to show a loyalty to their conferences or their orgs. Like your big tournaments, like your YNC have teams that we know are YNC orgs. Their loyalty, what up? Their loyalty is to their orgs that come on the time. AYF, the leagues. We know the difference between the leagues and the tournaments. The leagues' loyalty is to their conferences. They need to keep their conferences happy. Then it's on the conferences to keep their orgs happy. Then it's on the orgs to keep their coaches and their teams happy. Then it's on the coaches and the teams to keep their parents happy. You understand what I'm saying? So when you talking about this loyalty and Day-Day, I'm about to put that up on the screen because I know you did what's best and a lot of people don't know about it, so I'm not going to drop it. I'm going to wait until it comes out. But anywho, I just wanted it to be known that I know about it, and I think it's a smart move. I agree with you. But at the end of the day, you got to do what Day-Day just said. As parents, your loyalty is to your child. Your loyalty ain't to an org. Your loyalty ain't to a team. Your loyalty ain't to a coach. Your loyalty as a parent is to a child. Your child. Because sooner or later, you're going to leave youth football and the youth football coaches. Sooner or later, you're going to leave it. And then you're going to go on to high school. And then you're going to go on to hopefully college. Because I know that this is what most of these young athletes want to do. So at the end of the day, parents, your loyalty should be directed directly to your child. What's best for your child and your household? My brother Tank used to say that all the time. I'm going to do what's best for Dre and my household, not just Dre. I'm in a situation right now with my wife where we have to make a decision. She has to make a decision. I just give my suggestions. But she has to make a decision on what's the next best move, because where we took Son, his head coach was removed on some BS. So now she has to make a decision on what's the next best move for him. But within that decision, it has to fit the household. My brother Tank was dead spot on for that. What's best for the household. So at the end of the day, you as parents have to do what's best for your household, bro. You got to put your child in a situation for your child, not the coach. Facts, Swayze. Facts. Facts. So with that being said, the loyalty is in youth sports. But you got to understand where your loyalty is supposed to go. That is the key. As far as conference to conference, or if y'all think 1 second that these conferences have this loyalty and this, this behind the scene code of ethics, these conferences ain't got that. Half these conferences can't even get along with each other when it's time to organize states and regionals and all of that. So if you think that these conferences got each other's best interests at heart, no, they don't, because at the end of the day, they're trying to build their conference. And that's a good topic. Facts. That's a good topic. Parents, you want coaches, and that's a hell of a comment. Because a lot of you parents, again, this is a freestyle. We talking about movement. We talking about anything that has to do with switching teams. Like we seen, and we see it going on in the entire area. Because we seen HD. We seen HD. We don't know what went on in that situation. We don't. Oh, listen, that goes back to that loyalty, Miss Sharon. That goes back to that loyalty. How long are you going to subject your kid to being? So the question is, to that comment, because that kind of coexists with what Sean Mack said. So the question, I got to ask you a question to that comment and see what your answer is going to be. If you're on a winning team, but your kid don't never touch the field, he ain't getting no development, he ain't getting no reps on the field, is he still a winner or is he just part of a winning team? That's just a question. Is he still a winner or is he just part of a winning team? If your kid is an 8-play player on a good team that keeps winning, but he's not getting no reps, he's not getting on the field to show what he can do, is he still a winner or is he just part of a winning team? Because when it comes to this recruiting thing, it's a lot of coaches that's going to feed off of that. Right, Sean Mack? Right. Oh, shit. I knew that question was coming. And I think, a lot of people been hitting me up about that right there, and I think we know who they talking about. Thank you. Oh, she hit it. Bow. That was the answer I was hoping you gave. And I thank you for giving that answer. If y'all missed the question, I asked Ms. Childers, if he's on a winning team and he's not playing at all, does that make him a winner? You see what her answer was. People playing for jerseys and to be part of the in crowd, not building a child. That's a fact too. We see it all the time. A lot of people can't win and y'all dropping them bombs. I ain't even got to say nothing. I just keep hitting. My bad. I'm sorry. I just keep hitting I'm going to just keep hitting the comments because y'all dropping bombs on them because there's a lot of that going on. We know Coach Derek just took HD from Maryland Elite. Been a pretty successful team with Maryland Elite, right? No, they haven't won a national championship, but they in the hunt every year, right? Pretty successful team, correct? Pretty successful team. So one would ask, why would Coach Derek take the team to the Maryland Heat? Is it for better opportunity? They was in the same conference. They were playing the same teams. So that is a question that one must ask. Why? Hey, Lucas, that's what I was thinking, but he said in general, so I'm going to leave it to be. But I'm asking why, when you see things like that and you see a team that's been successful and then you see that team up and relocate. For example, another team that did that, Diggy Carter, Bo, right? We know Bo and Diggy them just won a national championship together. We seen this team going through the... What up, Miss? Listen, my man Al, I'm going to get Al on an interview. Because a lot of y'all got a lot of questions, so I'm going to get Al on the interview this year. I sent him the message this morning. He hit me back, said he was going to hit me back. But I'm going to get Al on the interview, so any questions y'all got that y'all want to ask him, send them to my DM. Don't hide behind the comments. Send them to my DM. I'm tight, man. Why is he calling me, bro? Like, he see me on live and he calling me. Truth is, even on Yoda Loop teams, you don't translate the wins at the next level. Why? It's a good question. Stack teams more often than not get the most competitive work during practice. Yeah, I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. I call bullshit on that. I'm just saying, I call bullshit on that. I'm not hearing that. I call bullshit on that. There's no reps like in-game reps. Right, Diggy, and Diggy, that's what has me questioning or asking. That's what it's gonna be an ad. That's gonna be the title on the joint. Ask Al yourself. That's gonna be the caption on the interview. Ask Al yourself. But seriously, Diggy, that's what's happening. So like some of these moves, though I get it, and I understand that people are doing what's best for them, right? But I'm trying to figure out why some of these moves was made. And that's why I said this year I'm looking for these interviews, because I want to talk to the individuals that made these moves. I want to talk to the individuals that was left behind. Diggy, you my nigga, all due respect. But them people left. Hey, Al, yeah, me and you gonna rap Al off no bullshit, because my thing is, we do a lot of speculation on social media, right? We do. We do a lot of speculation on social media. That's because the games around here y'all was playing with some shit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Because the conferences around here really is some shit. If you're a national team like Day this year, I said it multiple times. I feel like you was that was the best all-around team I've seen you ever have. Wasn't nobody around here gonna fuck with you. That's just being honest. But again, why are these teams leaving good situations? Why are these teams leaving good situations? Why did Coach Bam, and you ain't got to say it right now, Coach Bam. You can hit me up. We can sit down and talk about it. But why? I'm looking at some of these moves, and it's like, Coach Bam, y'all just won a national championship. You're in Rosedale. The rival, so to speak. So one's going to ask why, and we don't know. And rather than speculating this year, what I would like to do personally, rather than speculating this year, what I would like to do is talk to these individuals. I want to know why Diggy and why did I leave? Where did I leave? I left the Warriors because they sold it. Then I went to local locker room. I'm still with local locker room. You feel me? The phone still works. LLR is always a camera for hire. Y'all already know that. You see, just talking to you, my fingers get to moving crazy. Y'all already know how I give it up. I'm not biased. Even my mama can get it if she do wrong. Call and ask her. It don't matter. So at the end of the day, I just want to know why teams, went their own way. Right. Oh, that was my bad, Al. My bad. You said Samson. My bad. Yeah, listen, I'm with dog. Listen, this is the kicker. Anybody that know me know I represent anybody. If you support me, I'm going to support you. I don't care where I'm coaching or who I'm with. You support me, I'm going to support you. I was with the Warriors wearing a PME hat because my nephew was over there. Oh, my bad. I jumped the gun. That's why sometimes I hate the comments. But again, that's why I want to do these lives. Because I want to ask, why did Coach Bam leave? Why did Coach Derek leave? Every dude question why a fine-ass woman's single until you find out her ass is Holly Berry crazy. Everything that look good from the outside don't mean it's good. Go, right? Woohoo! And that's the kicker, Diggy. It's always going, and this is the kicker, right? I think it's always going to be love. It's the competitive edge, right? It's the competitive vibe. Diggy, you was with that team from the ground up. So, of course, you're going to feel some type of way. That don't mean it's negative, bad blood in real life. And that's what I think a lot of people need to understand with this youth football shit. As adults, our only competition is the competitive shit talking, right? We don't get paid. Coaches don't get paid. What up, Mook? Coaches don't get paid. The volunteers don't get paid. So in real life, like, reality is that the only time that us coaches get a paycheck or get any type of cut from this is when we see our kids excel, number one, our teams be successful, number two, and then number three is the fun shit talking that we do. It's the fun shit talking that we do. Now, my question to y'all today, though, I got to ask, because I see a lot of coaches and a lot of football folks in the comments, and I got to ask y'all, my question to y'all is, like, I'm really going to get in my media shit. I'm going to start asking y'all questions. I want interviews to be done. And I got to ask y'all, too many Chiefs, not enough fucking Indians. Everybody can't lead. Very valid. Very valid. So, again, oh, Tori hit him with a good one. Everybody think they got the recipe. Yeah, everybody think they can cook until you throw them in the kitchen. But I got to ask y'all, man, if you're not happy where you're at, because I see people getting mad. I see people getting in their feelings about people leaving. I see people talking crazy. I got you this year, bro. On everything, I got you. I see people getting crazy. I see people, throwing shots at each other that they used to ride with and throw shots at other people. I see people that used to stand back to back with the guns like bad boys. Now they've turned and they've aimed at each other. And it's all fun if it's a good, clean shit talking, right? It's all fun if it's good, clean shit talking. But why are we getting mad? Everybody will get on here and say, off no bull, everybody will get on here and say, do what's best for you. Do what's best for your kid. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. I'm doing what's best for me. I'm going to do what's best for my team. But then as soon as somebody on your team do what's best for them, what happened to do what's best for you? What happened to do what's best for you? If Johnny feels like being on Timmy's team wasn't working for Johnny and his team anymore, and Timmy's been preaching, do what's best for you, do what's best for you. And then all of a sudden, Johnny do what's best for him and his team. Now Timmy's on social media talking about how Johnny is disloyal. He's a snake. He's fake. How's he fake? So he's fake for doing what's best for him when you said that's what he's supposed to do? Or he's doing what's best for him, but because he didn't ask you first, he's fake? And what part of me doing what's best for me has me asking you if I can do what's best for me? Please, somebody tell me, at what part of me doing what's best for me and mine, where in the handbook does it say I got to ask your permission to do what's best for me and mine? I thought I was doing what was best for me. Like, fact, this right here, this the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Y'all was just homeboys and riders and gangsters together. Now I'm looking on Facebook and the same nigga you said used to be a rider, the same nigga that you used to say was a real one, is now soft and fake and over you football? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. In my Terrence Howard voice, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, skinny man. I know you ain't mad over you football, man. Because he decided to take his team over here, man. I know that ain't, nah, come on now. Ain't no way. Over youth football? You're mad? You're mad off no bull. I want y'all to think about how this sounds. See, this is what I'm gonna get back to. I'm gonna get back to my in the shed type shit. You're mad because I am now doing what I feel is best for me and those that follow me. Oh, oh, woo. Only when you're a 6-play player can you do what is best for you, but when you are a star, whoo, that's a real one. And Al, this is exactly the attitude I need everybody to have, Al. Real rap. Real rap. And I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't feel that way. And I'm going to tell you why. I know why I feel that way. I know why I agree with Al. I got confidence in my coaching. I have confidence within my coaching. That's why I don't care who leaves. I don't even recruit. I don't recruit. Moo gets mad at me like a mother. I hate doing recruit. Facts. Oh, Al, my bad, you talking, but we are too. But I don't even recruit. Because you know what I noticed about this recruiting, and a lot of y'all coaches is full of shit. And a lot of these parents, any of these parents that's on this live right now is going to agree with this because they've been lied to. Nobody gets lied to in youth football more than the parents. Nobody gets lied to in youth football more than the parents. Oh, shit. Somebody brought up the Virginia Hellcats. That's got to be somebody out the mountains. Nobody in youth football gets lied to more than the parents. A lot of y'all coaches lie y'all ass off. And everybody going to say, I don't do it. Not me. Not me. What you talking about, Steve? I don't do no recruiting. Steve, man, see, Steve, you all day they get your coach. See, that be that bullshit. They get your coach. TJ. Oh, Terrell. Hey, Terrell, listen, that right there, bro. That must be in the new 2025 or the new millennial, new nigga testament handbook. New TJ, they gonna start getting on you, TJ. They already asked a question that I really feel was directed at you, cuz. But I wasn't sure, so I'm waiting. But that right there is, I swear I think that's in every coach's new handbook, bro. If you ain't lying, you ain't trying. Because some of y'all be out here lying y'all ass off. Some of y'all be lying y'all ass off, bro. Real rap. Real rap. Steve, I always keep it a band. I just got to give you good teams a hard time. As my brother Tank said, I try to keep you grounded. You feel me? But real rap, a lot of y'all coaches be out there telling parents, yeah, we're going to bring them over here. We're going to build the offense around them. We're going to build the defense around them. And we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And you telling this to this kid and then you copy and you paste the same thing in your mind, like a rap, like a freestyle. And then you drive up the road and you tell another running back the same exact thing you just told this other running back, just in case you don't get this running back. And that's why I don't like to recruit. That's why I don't do no recruiting. Because these parents have a tendency to hold anything. We ain't nowhere, but if you're not recruiting, stay in your area and play local ball. Steve, I know what y'all just did. Stop with the we ain't nowhere. I don't know why y'all keep thinking I be bullshitting when I say I be getting all the info. Like I just don't. I be digging around, bro. I follow you good teams to watch every damn move you make. I ain't gonna be honest with you. I don't follow losing teams. I'm sorry. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. A kid asked me last weekend, is he gonna start? I told him if he win it. That's the only way it's supposed to be. That's the only way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to ask this question because this question was asked earlier, TJ, when you wasn't here. So I'm going to go ahead. I wanted to wait because I know you wanted the strongest recruiters in the area. So I got to ask this question because I know you're going to have a response to it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait, TJ. I'm going to save it for the interview. I'm going to save it for the interview. I am. That's what I do, Steve. Right. So this is my question, right? So you're recruiting a kid, right? That's a good point. And this is what a lot of y'all got to understand, man. It don't make the coaching bad, right? So if I get a kid and that kid can perform for me, right, Hank? That's what I'm saying. And that's what I don't get. He said, nah, ask him now. I'm going to wait for the interview. But that's what I don't. So, like, you get it, like, y'all got to understand, you out here recruiting kids just because you see that they good in somebody else's system. That don't mean they going to fit in your system. That don't mean that kid going to play for you the same way he played for the other coach. That don't mean that you can even get the kid to play for you the same way he played for the other coach. And I think a lot of y'all fail to understand that part. That every kid ain't going to play the same. Every kid ain't going to play the same. Quentin, what's happening? Every kid, what up, Frank? Salute to you on getting the head coaching job out there at Hilton. Every kid ain't going to play the same for everybody. Systems change. Coaches change. You're not going to tell me you don't got coach. Listen, man, I've coached kids that I couldn't get through. I couldn't get through to the kid. I tried everything I tried with every other kid. I couldn't get through. But then my brother Biggs go right up to that same kid and get the kid to do exactly what I wanted him to do. So, and I bring that up, to say this, right? Kids change every year. Facts. And I bring that up to say this. A lot of y'all think that just because a team is loaded, that team is automatically supposed to win. What up, Cody? What up, bro? A lot of people automatically assume because a team is loaded that you're supposed to win. But I don't think some of y'all understand the issues that come with having a fully talented team. I went to Tennessee to do this All-Star showcase, the first and only All-Star showcase I ever did, because I don't like having like super loaded teams. I like to win, don't get it fucked up. But I like to build my team with my key players and then my role players. I don't like having a 40-man roster with all dogs because it's not going to last. Every team that I've seen loaded like that, by the time they get to their older years in this youth football shit, the team begins to fall apart. Right. Thank you, Quentin. Oh, man, I got to find that. Where'd it go? There it go. That's the part that a lot of them don't get right there, Quentin. That is the part that a lot of them don't get. When you got loaded teams, you got loaded egos. When you got loaded egos, you got loaded with bullshit. Quentin's one of them guys that in all honesty, Quentin's one of them guys that I wish I had way more time to talk to. And if y'all ever get the time to talk to him, you feel me? You'll understand why. When it comes to this football thing, he's very intellectual with this shit. But that's one of the curses of having a loaded team. Is when you got all of these players, but all of these players' parents have egos. It's the whole thing. They top to bottom. Right, Frank? These are the things that people don't understand. These are the issues that I faced. Facts. They don't see none of that. Listen, these coaches that have these teams full of, you feel me? Now these coaches that's had these teams, they know what I'm saying. It's not easy. It's not easy. When you got 3 out of 5 of the top running backs in your area, in your age group, which one of them feel like they ain't supposed to get the ball? And then what makes it worse is, yeah, hey, Jordan Cuts, he's deep, bro. And what makes it worse is, right, it's not even the kids. No, the kids' ego don't kick in until they get 11, 12, something up in that age, where they've been hearing their parents for the past 10 years saying, I should be getting the ball over little Johnny. So now at 10 or 11, that's how I feel, because that's what I've been hearing. But it's the parents. Oh, it's the parents. The fake love amongst the parents be unrealistic. And it's so funny because the parents be so tight. And then all of a sudden, when that one kid starts to explode and the parents see it, and then pow! That's when the drama starts. And I know there's coaches on here that can vouch for that. That's when the drama starts. That's when the drama starts. Like I told a parent yesterday I told a parent a couple weeks ago, they said that they was looking for somebody to compliment their kid. They were looking for somebody to compliment their kid. No, you wasn't. No, sir. A lot of y'all parents say that you're looking for the team where the kid on your team is just as good as your kid. Y'all parents ain't ready for that. We can sit here and we can down coaches all day long for not winning. But none of you parents will step in. None of you parents will step in and admit that a lot of the issues that come within these teams is because you feel like your little baby boy should be getting 15 carries, but he's only getting 10 because Johnny's little baby boy or Susie's little baby boy is getting 20 carries a game because he's putting up numbers. You don't understand as a parent. You don't want to comprehend the fact that your son is number 2 because number 1 is averaging 8 to 9 yards a carry and your son is averaging 5 to 6 yards a carry. But you don't want to understand that your son not going to get the ball until number 1 get tired. So what you do as parents is you start doing this. You start finding the coaches that don't see eye to eye, the coaches that coexist because they have a good team and they're winning together, but they don't see eye to eye. You parents will go find those coaches that you see bickering, and you're going to jump on the coach's side. You're going to jump on the coach's side that agrees with you. That's who you're going to ride with. And then you're going to find the other parents that's mad for the same reasons you're mad because this head coach or because this offensive coordinator is trying to win games because they're putting the best kid on the field. Because guess what, mommy? Guess what, daddy, who wasn't no good in high school, so you want to live through your son now in a little league? When he gets to high school, this give my son the ball, give my son the ball, give my son the ball just because he plays the spot ain't going to work. Your son's still at pow, Q. That's what's going to happen. And a lot of you parents don't want that truth. You don't want to face the fact. A lot of you parents will run to, see, I got on the coaches already. Now I'm on the parents. This is one of them lives where I'm going to keep it all the way raw and real. See, parents, don't come to me. I'm going to tell you right now, I am helping Mikey Rose with the 8U Outlaws. Don't come to me telling me how great your kid is, was, or has been. Because if he's not better than the young individual that's in front of him, then he's going to have to earn his way. He's going to have to put in the work to get better to where he can get on the field and stay on the field. Because I don't believe in the everybody plays. This is travel sports. If you want to be in a league where everybody plays, salute CFA. Salute FYF. Salute Jefferson District League. Salute Metro out in freaking Richmond. Is there a rec league out in 757? If I missed, was it FICA, whatever it's called? I'm sorry. Listen, y'all know I ain't the smartest motherfucker. This is travel football, bro. Travel football. If your kid is an 8-play kid at the beginning of the season, and he's still only getting 8 plays at the end of the season. But you see other kids that was 8-play kids getting more plays. That means your kid didn't do what was necessary to become the number one. Because let me explain something to you parents. When your kid get to middle school and high school, it ain't no 4, 5 running backs. It ain't no 7, 8, 9, 10. See, Metro doesn't have that much play. Perfect. Oh, I don't never delete no lies, dog. I don't do that. I stand on what I say. If I'm wrong, I'll say it later. But when you get to middle school and high school, you don't have 4 or 5 running backs. It don't work that way. You got 3, maybe 4. But number 3 and number 4 knows that they not touching that field unless it's a blowout. Number 2 understands that he's not going to get as many carries as number 1, no matter what he do, unless number 1 goes down hurt. So all you parents that say you want how you an elite travel team but don't cut kids? Right. It don't make sense. Not only that, how are you taking your kid to an elite travel team when you know he's not elite? Oh, hey, Antonio. Hey, Mr. Brown, you might not get another kid. You might not get another kid saying that because them parents don't believe that. How are they going to earn time? How are they going to earn play time at a practice that they show up late to? I'm on the parents' ass on this one. Because the parents always want to blame the teams and the coaches. The parents always say they left because their kid didn't get no playing time. Did he earn it? Did he earn it? Did he earn the play? He's not, the coach ain't giving him. That's where the problem lies. It's this giving. It's this participation. It's this everybody must be on the field. I hope and I pray that Craig Carahuda and Joe Glott and D, I hope they sit down one day and out of nowhere they say, hey, let's throw the 8-play rule away. Let's throw it away. Let's treat travel football the same as travel basketball. Hey, you don't got mandatory minutes. Baseball don't got mandatory at-bats. What am I waiting? Soccer don't got mandatory kicks. So why is it travel football has to have mandatory plays? Now see, what Craig and them did was they tried to deter the lesser. And I don't care how nobody feels about me saying the lesser. Okay? Ooh, 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 ooh. Whole lot of people gonna block you today. They gonna get tired of seeing you punching them in the face. They gonna get tired of seeing you punching them in the face with your comments. Huh? I just don't understand why you would take your kid who you know is not that good. I really don't understand why you would take your kid who is really not that good to an elite team. Why would you take your kid who wasn't getting the burn that you deserved? Okay, you take, for example, I'm going to just use 2 good teams. They might not be in the same age group. I'm going to just throw them out there because I see them in the comments. So I'm going to take Day-Day and TJ's team. I see Day-Day just gave TJ the target. We both know that they were good teams, right? Top shelf, we both know they made it to Florida, correct? If you wasn't getting time on Day-Day's team, right? And let's say TJ's team made it further than Day-Day, right? If you wasn't getting time on Day-Day's team, why would you just volunteer to take your kid to TJ's team? And then turn around and bitch about how TJ ain't giving your kid no playtime? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So a lot of you parents, you will start drama and start issues within a good team because your kid ain't getting what he want. Not to mention you got plans on leaving anyway. So I don't understand that. That's another thing. Quit. Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. A lot of y'all parents, see this didn't turn, the parents not going to like me after this. They're going to be like, we don't like Samson, the bad guy. He be biased to the coaches. And no, I get on the coaches when they fucked up too. I tell TJ when he make dumbass offensive calls. I tell Day when he shouldn't have been timed with a motherfucking team that he should have beat. I get on the coaches too. I get on the coaches too. I damn sure do. But right now I'm talking about you parents who's been already posting. Some of y'all parents is using your kid like you getting ready to get an NIL deal in youth football. Make it make sense. Honesty up front. Listen, but this is the kicker though. This is the kicker. And I'm going to post that too, Jordan. This is the kicker. Honesty up front. A lot of these parents don't want to accept the honesty. They don't want to accept the honesty. They don't. They don't want to accept the facts. They don't want to accept the honesty. Because this is what happens, right? If you tell them that their kid ain't supposed to be a running back because he's a lineman. If you tell them, hey, I know they've been letting him play running back over there. Listen, bruh, I'm going to get on that too because that's crazy to me. But if you keep it honest with them, one or two things are going to happen. If you keep it honest with them, one or two things are going to happen, bro. You're a bad coach. You don't know what you're talking about, or you hating on their kid. And that's all the time, Tate. Yeah, you hating, Q. That's exactly you hating. You're a bad coach, or you don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. And that's weird to me. Parents, if you're expecting more out the coaches, you got to expect more out your kids. But Rich, you say that. This is the kicker, Rich. I ain't trying to be funny. It's a lot of low-talent coaches who think they better than they are. Just being honest. And I'm not banking that off of championships. Listen, TJ, you got to stand on it. It don't matter who show up, you should stand on it. It don't matter who. Listen, man, honesty, period. It don't care who feelings is going to hurt or none of that. None of that. Honesty, period, at all times. Period. At all times. And I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you coaches that deal with this shit, I'm going to spin the bin, right? Now I'm going to switch hats on you. I'm going to spin the bin. I'm media. I can do that. I can play the flip-flop game. Some of y'all, how do I judge coaches? I'm going to get to that in a minute. Some of y'all coaches, y'all create this false narrative. Y'all create this narrative. Because some of y'all will put up with parents doing this bullshit. Some of y'all will put up with parents talking shit in the bleachers. Some of y'all will put up with parents talking cash shit about you, dragging you, doing all of that. But because the kid is good, you keep him on the team. So I blame some of you parents, some of you coaches. You enable this shit. You can't get mad at a crackhead for hitting the pipe if you leave a 50 on the table. Some of y'all coaches enable this shit because y'all allow it. So, how do I judge coaches is what TJ said. I judge coaches. How do I judge coaches? I judge coaches based off of school, not youth football. I judge coaches based off of school, not youth football. Told you, Steve, I spent the bin on y'all ass, didn't I? I spent the bin on your ass, Steve. Y'all entitled that shit, cuz. Y'all entitled that shit. I base my coach, I judge coaches off of school, man. Real shit. With your kid, if there's middle school, If there's middle school coaches, they don't. Not no more. They don't, Quentin. They don't. But if you got kids on your team that's been with you from 6U, 7U, 8U, all the way up, right? And then them kids get into middle school, and then they back on the bench. What? Hold on. This kid been a stud with you 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13U. And now all of a sudden in middle school, he on the bench? That don't sound right. Not all middle school ball is trash, TJ. You can't do that. I know in my area, they don't even got middle school ball, so it's definitely trash. I know in Culpeper, it ain't that great. But I know like in the 757, 804, maybe some other areas, middle school ball is pretty serious. So I base my kids, like with me, good coaching is when your kid becomes a freshman. When your kid becomes a freshman in high school. Yeah, some middle school coaches, because they science teachers. But when your kid becomes a freshman, in high school, TJ, is he getting any reps with the varsity? Is he starting on JV? Is he the dominant kid on JV as a freshman? Then I give you credit as a coach because it's translating to the next level. Is he starting varsity or getting good reps with varsity as a freshman? I'm going to give you a kudos as a coach. Even if he gets there as a sophomore, because it might have been his freshman year, it might have been a stud in front of him. But if by his freshman and sophomore year, when you walk in that stadium on Friday nights and you hear that name over and over and over again, then one might have to say that you're a pretty damn good coach. Especially when you got multiple kids. When you can go to multiple different fields. Coach Nice, my guy. When you can go to multiple different fields. This Friday, you might go to this field and you hear your kids' names. Next Friday, you might go to another high school. You're still hearing your kids' names. Next Friday, you might go to another one. You're still hearing your kids' names. So that's how I judge my coaches. These trophies and shit back here, bro, that shit don't mean nothing. That's not how you judge your kid. That's not how I judge coaches. Because we all know that in you football, sometimes you just need 1 or 2, 3 or 4 better kids than the other team. And regardless of what you're coaching, we just seen niggas that can't coach themselves out of a wet paper bag. We just seen coaches winning in youth football consecutively that you put them on a dry erase board and they have no idea what you're talking about. I see coaches winning consistently. I say consecutively. I'm thinking something else. Consistently. I've seen coaches that have been consistent, meaning consistent winning seasons, always going into the playoffs, probably going to win the conference, probably going to win the states, consistently winning. But if you put them on the board and you ask them what a zero technique is, they're going to look at you like you're retarded. If you put them on the board and you tell them to show you the boundary side, or you ask them how they would cover a 2x2, or you ask them how they would beat a 4-2-5 cover 2, or you ask them about how they would roll their coverages or anything like that, you ask them what scraping means with the backers, they're going to look at you like you retarded. So I'm not going to judge. See, TJ, you didn't think I knew. I keep telling people, before I was doing media, I was a coach. I sat in this bitch all day long. Y'all don't understand. When I get off of here, I'm going to give y'all a trick to why I be going at some of y'all so crazy. Because y'all will be quick to say, I don't know nothing about your team. Y'all will be quick to say I'm being biased when I speak on your team. Quick to be biased when say when I'm speaking on your team. But what y'all don't know is, as soon as I get off of this live, whichever one of y'all say I don't know what I'm talking about, that screen behind me, your team is going up on that screen. And I'm going to break that bitch down. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand that part. A lot of people don't know that part. I'm going to break your shit down. So when y'all talk all that, he being biased and he being this, no, I'm not, Rich. I'm speaking the truth. The problem with you, Rich, is you too much like me, my nigga, so you ain't trying to hear none of that shit. But Real Rob, that's your team up there now, exactly. So what do you think I was doing when I talked to you on the phone this morning? I like to know what I'm talking about, guys. I like to know what I'm talking about, man. I know what I see. That's the difference between me and a lot of the media that y'all see. Like, I really like to know what I'm talking about. I really like to break this shit down. I would love this year. This is one of the things that I'm going to do this year that's going to piss a lot of you people off. This is one of the things that I'm going to do this year that's going to piss a lot of you people off. Because the minute y'all start telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to your team, I'm going to go live with your team on the screen, and we're going to break your game down. That's what I'm doing this year. That's what I'm doing this year. The minute y'all tell me I don't know what I'm talking about with your team, the minute you tell me I'm being biased, I'm going to throw your shit up on that screen this year. And we're going to go live, just like we are right now, and we're going to break that shit down. We're going to break that shit down. You parents who talk all this shit about how great your kid is, and why my kid don't get picked for the All-Star team, and why my kid don't get picked for this, and why you not showing my kid no love. Don't be the reason I put your team on the screen this year. A lot of people say, y'all, you media guys be doing shit for likes and clicks. Oh, no. I'm going to get a lot of dislikes this year, bro. I'm going to get a lot of dislikes this year. For real, DT? That's how we going this shit. Real rap. Also, listen, you coaches, a lot of y'all got a lot of things to say about other people. A lot of y'all got, I'm going to put it out there. Since TJ on here, fuck it, I'm going to put it out there. Every time TJ take an L, a lot of y'all got something to say about it. Every time TJ picks up a kid, a lot of y'all got something to say about it. I'm trying to figure out why. Oh yeah, hey Hank, they about to hate it, bro. They about to hate it. You can't hide this shit, bro. Don't y'all think because I'm helping the Outlaws and I'm the GM and I'm helping Moot coach that I ain't got time. This is what I do for a living. Football, content. I build people's platforms for schools and stuff like that. Social media is what I do for a living. I help people establish and build platforms. I got time. You teams that's merging together together to build these agglomerate teams. TJ's oldest. And it is hate. And y'all know how I used to come up with the phrase, I got to get off in a minute. I got to go get son, I'm tripping. Y'all remember how I came up with the phrase strategically ducking? Strategically ducking. We knew they was ducking, but they had their legitimate reasons. Some of y'all got justifiable hate in your heart. Some of y'all hate TJ because he go out and get the kids that others can't. Some of y'all hate, TJ because he ain't won a natty since COVID, but he's still getting the kids. Does that not say something? If he hasn't won a natty, or as y'all say, he ain't won shit. TJ always get all the talent, then TJ still don't win shit. But TJ's kids elevated the next level. TJ's kids get seen to where everybody knows who they are and not just the locals. And I can speak on the individuals that I know personally, like I know their families personally. I know kids that was already dogs in this area. Dogs to us. And that's the part that I need some of y'all to understand before I jump off of here. Just because you're a dog in the DMV don't mean you're a dog to the rest of the world. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. So if you got a dog, right? Picture having this beautiful dog, this showcase dog, but you never take that dog to showcase events to where that beautiful dog can be seen. Then it's just a dog. It's just a house dog, right? It's just a house dog, right? It's just a house dog. TJ has a tendency, and I'm talking off of facts right now. And I know y'all gonna say I'm being biased to TJ, and I don't know why y'all would say that. The nigga is light-skinned and he's from Texas. So there's really not much I like about TJ. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know why y'all keep thinking I'm being biased to this nigga, even though he did fix my truck when he got fucked up. He was good at that. But I don't know why y'all keep talking all this hate towards this man, because let's look at the track record. And I'm only going to talk about the 3 years that I've been doing media, and I'm going to talk about two of the individuals that I've seen this man literally put these people in position to be seen. And I've said this 100 times, and I've told their parents. So I'm telling you right now, if your parents come to me and say, hey, I'm thinking about taking my kid over to TJ, should I do it? I'm going to tell you right now exactly what I'm going to look that parent in their face and I'm going to say, because I said it to Yaya's dad, and I said it to Kiara, my sister, and I said it to Nick, my bro, about my nephew. Okay? Your kid is already a dog. I'm not saying TJ going to make him better as a player. I'm not saying TJ's going to make him worse as a player. But your kid has been a dog since they've stepped on the football field. I'm not talking about them just being a dog right now. Your kid has been a dog. Now, this is what I've told the Yaya's parent, and I told the Kimani's parents. Your kid been a dog, but he ain't been seen. TJ goes places and plays the games where kids are going to be seen. A lot of y'all talk all this shit about it not being exposure. There's no exposure in youth football. Open your damn eyes. We watched a youngin', and I'm going to give y'all a quick history while y'all keep talking about I'm being biased with TJ. It's not biased. Me and TJ have had a relationship a little longer than some of y'all might think. It's not about being biased. It's about facts. Kamari, a.k.a. X Factor. Everybody knew he was a dog with the Assassins. EF Classic, number 2. EF Classic 2. I'm on the field, I'm streaming. This kid is giving TJ hell off the edge. TJ looks me dead in my face and says, I'm going to get him. I look right at TJ and I said, I know you are. Everybody in that area, everybody in Virginia Beach knew he was a dog. So when they seen him going to TJ, they was like, wow, what in the hell? But then in 1 year with TJ, the whole goddamn nation know who he is. And I say got, G-O-T, not G-O-D. The whole goddamn nation know who he is. How can you hate that? How can you hate that he took a kid from one area, took him out to play against top competition? He did his thing against top competition. Made a name for himself. TJ was the GPS. Come over here, I'm going to take you where you need to be, and then you do what you do. How can you hate a man for that? Key Allen, Kimani, was a dog, been a dog since I watched him playing with Coach Niki at freaking 7-8U. Been a dog. Been a dog. This kid has been a dog. Went to Hayfield as a freshman. Locked shit down. Been a dog. But a lot of people didn't know who he was outside of our area, outside of Manassas, outside of us that know him. A lot of people didn't know who he was. His mom said, I'm taking him over. I talked to his mom. Hey, I heard you might be. Yeah, I am going to take him over there. I am going to take him over there. Definitely going to take him over there. I'm thinking about it. Should I do it? Hey, take him over there. He's going to get seen. He goes over there. 2 weeks, a week after he goes over there, he goes plays in the battle event. He's all over the Instagram. Every media that was there was sharing him all over the Instagram. He plays at the block party or whatever a couple weeks after that and locks down what was supposed to be the #1 receiver in the nation in his age group. The boy had 1 catch for 7 yards on a comeback, and as soon as it hit his hands, he was tackled. Right after that, he took off. Everybody knew who he was. So again, bro, you take an individual like Yaya, which I told you fools weeks ago, almost 2 months ago, when James Overton made the comment of doing whatever he was doing at that turkey bowl, I said it on the live. I talked to the nigga whose nuts he came out of. I knew where Yaya was going. But y'all was so surprised that Yaya, who's now going into 11U, and I hate to use this metaphor, right? But those that know. When you first enter youth football, your chances of being seen, being talked about, your chances of getting that exposure that some say is there, some say ain't there, your chance of getting that exposure, when you first enter the youth football world, no different than high school, when you first enter that world, that window's this big. It's like a bay window in a big ass house. Quentin, you've been through this process. You tell me if I'm wrong. That window is huge. But as you get analogy, there you go, Rich. But as you get closer and closer to the end of that phase, the end of youth football, that window gets smaller and smaller. It goes from a big, and this is what I meant by the analogy. It goes from a big bay window where you got all these options and opportunities that you see to a prison window where you can see out of it just enough to see the deputy coming. So, like I told him, like I told Day, Yaya has been a area stud and star for years. Area stud and star for years. For years. But we're not going to know Yaya until he is seen. We know him, but he's not going to get the national respect or love. I promise you. One, after this year, everybody and their mama in the nation is going to talk about Yaya the same way they talk about Nas with the Mac Dolphins. Tell me the difference. A lot of the kids, we have the talent around here. A lot of the kids, and we have the talent around here. We have the talent around here. But we don't get the national exposure that some of these other kids get. Because they don't get seen. Because they don't get seen. And y'all are hating on the individual that gets them seen? Make it make sense. You hate on the individual that's allowing kids to get seen. Make it make sense, man. Muhammad, I don't need your sportswear. I go through, damn it, my coat in the truck, strap season, and hard grind. So I don't need your apparel. I'm good. In fact, you need to hit Quill up. He might be able to help you out. But anyway, like I said, man, y'all hating on the dude. Like y'all talking about I'm giving TJ passes and all this. I'm not giving him a pass. I just see what he's doing outside of youth football. Like I'm not, you stupid TJ. See, that's how the shit gets started. Like I'm not giving him a pass, bro. I'm not giving him a pass. I just see what's going on outside of winning trophies, bro. Them trophies don't mean shit to nobody. They don't. The only reason mine's still sitting back there is because the kids I try to give them to don't even want them. So at the end of the day, man, cut the shit. Parents, cut the shit. Do what's best for you. You understand what I'm saying? Facts. Parents, do what's best for you and your kids. Be loyal to you and your kids. Y'all niggas out here hating, man. Stop what y'all doing. Because a lot of y'all that be talking about, what if you won? Y'all ain't won shit neither. You can't keep asking what the next nigga won when you ain't won shit. Because if we keeping it 100, all you niggas talking about what did they won, what did they won? How many of y'all have won one since he won one? I'm just keeping it funky. How many of y'all that say he ain't won shit has won one since he won one? It ain't too many. It ain't too many. In fact, the niggas that's been won since he's won ain't said shit about him. It's only you niggas that ain't won. Some of y'all still riding orgs that don't even exist. I'm just saying. We can't keep hating on individuals that's doing things that you ain't doing. when you got the same 24 hours, man. You got the same ability, man. You can't get mad at people that's out here recruiting kids when you got the same opportunity, bro. You can't get mad at people for creating their own lane when you got the same opportunity. It goes the same thing for the parents. You can't get mad at little Timmy for getting all the carries when your son, little Johnny, only touches the football on Madden. When you got the same 24 hours. Again, man, it's a lot of move. And that's why the niggas keep losing, because they focused on the wrong thing. See, this is the thing, Day. But if they were smart, this is the thing. Losers. Hey, losers. Dear losers. Uncle Howard wanted me to tell y'all something. Instead of you hating on what the winners is doing, why not try some of the shit? Why not try some of it? If you see a nigga winning, instead of you hating on what he's doing to be successful, see, I knew you was going to, see, I'm trying not to talk about them Homanders. I'm trying to leave them alone, so don't be coming at my Eagles. But if you see somebody doing something successful, why wouldn't you take pieces of bits of that and try it yourself rather than hate on it? That might be why some of these individuals are still doing things that y'all other individuals can't do. Because you niggas is too stuck on yourself to even realize that what he's doing or what he's doing or what he's doing can help you. Al had me mad a couple months ago, but I'm going to keep it a band. Watching Al and how he moved with Shaping Futures, I stole some of that shit with Local Locker Room. I'm just going to be funky. Wayne, TJ, EF, Tone, Rail. If it works, why not use it? Why not use it? And some of you dads that be talking about how you great coaches, your kids show me different. I'm going to just leave it at that. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, so I'm just saying. Some of you dads that's out here beating your chest like you great coaches, I'm trying to figure out why your kids ain't yeah. But anyhow, it's your boy, man, Samson the Bad Guy. I'm back on my media shit as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I do, but just understand I'm never going to be biased. If my team sucks, I'm going to say we suck. If I make bad coaching decisions, I'm going to say it was me. If Moo do it, I'm going to say it was Moo. If my dad was to make a bad coaching decision, I'm going to tell that nigga he sucked. Only thing he did good was me. That's exactly what I'm going to tell him. It just is what it is. If my mama cooks some food that don't taste right, I'm going to tell her about it. I might not do it on the live, or I might make a post, though. I'm going to tell her it was bad. So I'm never going to be biased. It's not going to happen. You might not agree with what I say, but I'm still going to speak my truth. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, but I will say this, TJ. Based on them pieces that you got down, and this is year 2 driving that car, you better win a ring I can steal. I'm just gonna keep it funky with you. You better win a ring I can steal. Especially after you told me you don't keep no trophies anyway. You better wear a ring that I can steal. With that being said, man, y'all stay tapped in. We're gonna continue to keep it pumping. At least once a week, I'm gonna be live with some good information, some things going on. Again, I want to do interviews. I want to really, really focus on doing some interviews and letting people speak their truth, letting people speak their mind. It doesn't matter if it's a mom. It doesn't matter if it's a coach. It doesn't matter any of that. I want to start doing that so people can speak their truth, and I don't got to speak for others, and others don't have to assume they know what's going on. Also, something I'm going to pop off with this year, the SAA, Student Athletes Academy. Those are going to be shirts and things that I'm going to be giving out to honor roll students, man. Honor roll student athletes. That's kids that they, They're getting A's and B's in school, straight A's in school, stuff like that. I want to recognize the student athletes for their academics because we see a lot of things going on recognizing these kids for their football ability, but we all know that without the academics, the football ability means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I really want to push that academic shit this year. But again, man, make sure y'all continue to stay tapped in with your boy. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back now, man. Get off TJ's back, man. Go do what you do. Do best what's best for you. Stop crying about the orgs that's popping up. Who gives a damn? You got your own org. You got your own org. If you got your own org, focus on your org and stop worrying about what they doing over here. If you mad that a nigga left your org, call that nigga. Tell him, this is how I feel. Start with the baby back bullshit on social media. Cut it out. You feel me? Cut it out. You understand? And if you ain't won nothing, in the new millennium, shut the hell up about what somebody else ain't done. Because you ain't done it neither. Stupid.